Um, Hello, my name is Vilsi. My register number is URK1144. I'll be discussing about DL experiment 4, that is related to VGG. The aim is to classify images from a given dataset using a pre-trained CNN model VGG16 trained on the ImageNet dataset, and to observe how well it generalizes to new images. So we have imported some libraries. Here we can see TensorFlow pathlib zip file OS, that is to download dataset and export the things. And yeah, so we have imported from keras.applications.vgc16. We have imported vgg16 preprocess input decode predictions and numpy as npos. So vgg16 is to load the pre-trained vgg16 model. Pre-process input is to pre-process the input image to match the format that VG16 was trained on. Decode predictions is to convert the output predictions of the model into human readable labels. And OS is imported to handle file paths and iterate through directories. So model is equal to VGG16 weights ImageNet. So it will load the weights learned by model on the ImageNet dataset. So dataset paths we have given as um, so as we can see, we have given the dataset path as a zip file. This is the dataset, and this is catstocksfilter.zip. So this is a zip file. This will be the path, and then we have to classify the image into image paths. So it will define a reusable function that takes an image path as input, process it, and print the top predictions. So image path target size 224 224, like this is given 224. So that means it will load the image and resize it to 224 into 224 pixels, the input size expected by VGG16. And then we will convert the image into a numpy array um, for RGB channels. And then we have to expand the dimensions, uh, like from expanding the shape from 224 224 3 to 124 224 224 3. So then we will pre-process the image, that is scaling the pixel values and adjusting the image according to the pre-processing used using VGG16 training. Then we will make predictions like model.predict. So it will pass the processed image through VGG16 and return all the predicted possibilities for each of the 1000 ImageNet classes. And then we will decode the predictions, so it will give human readable labels. Top 3 means it will return the top 3 most probable classes, and then we will print it. um, so and then we will check if the path is a file or a folder. So according to this code, here we have built the models. So we have given the model type as ResNet. So model type lower is ResNet. So from TensorFlow we have imported ResNet 50, and we have given the input shape as 224, and we have given if the case is VGG, then also we have given the case else that is an invalid model. And here X is the average polling 2D, that means it's not covering the entire thing. X is 128 pixels, and activation function is relu. Here we are model compilation is Adam. We have used Adam for non-linearity, and loss like sparse cross entropy, and metrics is accuracy. So here we can see that the training directory does exist, that is the zip file, and validation directory also exists, and they found 2000 files belong to two classes, and 1000 files belong to two classes. So here we can see the input type layer, input layer, the zero padding layer, then the conv 2D layer, then activation. For each layer it is giving the output shape and the parameters, and what is the next layer it is connected to. And yeah, so total parameters in this entire data set is 23 23 850 242, and trainable parameters is 262 530. Non-trainable parameters are 23 587 712. So here we can see we have trained with three epochs, and accuracy is zero point 0.5 and 0.6. um, and we can see that the loss is also not too much, only 0.6 is the loss. So this experiment has a future scope for fine tuning. We can retrain some layers of VGG16 on our own data set to improve accuracy, and we can use ResNet, we can use Inception, Efficient Net, or Mobile Net for better performance, or we can extend the program to classify thousands of images automatically, like we can use a batch classification. And we can use custom data sets, train the top layers of VG16 to classify new categories, and then eventually maybe we can make a web app or mobile app where users can upload images and get predictions instantly. So yeah, that's all for experiment 4. Thank you.